Alright, so this is Warframe. And the Plague Star came out, which is like about 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. But this is the first time I'm actually doing the Plague Star on this video. So if you've never played Warframe, this is a good way of actually seeing what Warframe is all about. Because I've seen people do promotional videos for regards to Warframe, but I think those things are
Because you're a
weak.
friend, I'm going
Because
to
those
offer you
people aren't
something
showing all
special.
the capabilities of what Warframe can do, especially in their
Asleep?
promo video.
Yeah, right. I told the suits we're exhausted. They just gave me Dexies and a pat on the back.
I have received word from Kanzu, the infested boil that once threatened the plains of Eidolon. It has grown back, uglier and more putrid than ever. Remain on standby. I may need you at a moment's notice.
So for this, we're gonna go with Frost. And since I need to do a lot of scans, I'm going to use him just for scans. I haven't been keeping up with my scan stuff. And we're going to go with a range Frost. Um, with yeah, so I'm going to go with a range Frost. I could use this, but I'm not going to because I need efficiency. And that's that. And I could increase it, my range, to ridiculous numbers. Well, actually, now I think about it, I don't really have to. These enemies aren't going to be that powerful, so I could make. Um, I don't. Not going to use rolling guard for this one. Um, yeah, it's just not really a good idea, but rolling guard should always be used. But Plague Star is. Uh, if you know how to use your operator, if you know how to use your mech, necromech, you could escape death pretty easy with regards to your character. And I'm going to be using my fourth ability a lot. Um, Maybe I should use that thing, Blight Frost. I see Avalanche. Nah. The only thing I believe I need in this situation will be, yeah, I might have to throw this on. If I'm not going to use Overguard, I'm gonna have to throw this on because it's toxic. Which 250 is fine. All right. So first mission we'll do is Plague Star. Second will be Arbitration or Archon. Archon will be second, then Arbitration. So first is Plague Star, second is Arbitration, and no, first is Plague Star, second is Archon, third is Arbitration. So the event Plague Star started about 2 weeks ago. It's not that big of a deal event, but it's the whole purpose of Arbitration. If this was your first time watching this video or first time knowing what Warframe is, this event is called Plague Star, and the whole purpose of Plague Star is to get additional things with regards to Plague Star, such as mods, modifications, so on and so forth. But the main thing about Plague Star is operational supplies. Anything about Plague Star is this. right here. Formas. The Plague Star event allows you to sell Plague Star credits, which you get from completing Plague Star during the time period of the event, for fully formed formas. Whereas in the game, you could craft formas in your foundry, but it takes you about a full day to acquire a forma, because it builds for about, I don't know, 16 hours to 24 hours, something like that. So nobody's going to wait around 16 hours for a build forma. So this is the opportunity where you can find a forma by just defeating the Plague Star monster once, going back there, buying a forma, second time, third time, fourth time, and you could do all of that within that 16 hour, 24-hour period it takes you to craft it. You could do it over and over again and get multiple formas within the period of time of, let's say, 16 hours to craft one forma. Within that 16 hours, you could spend like 16 times having 16 formas in comparison to just getting one forma. So this is the best farming for forma, rather than waiting in your foundry for it to fully craft it within the time period. Let's say it only takes you 8 hours to craft a forma. Let's say it only takes you 5 hours to craft a forma. By the time it's finished with that one forma within that 5-hour period, you would have 5 formas already, 5 or 6 formas already by being a Plague Star enemy. So yeah, best form of farming in the game is Plague Star. That's why this event probably comes back once every year, and it's an event that's severely needed in the game.
Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack, yeah?
So I believe it's either once every year or once every 2 years it comes back. But once you do it, you should always do it. And you should always do it on the highest one, which is the Steel Path one. Sure, you could get the advanced one, which is 55, and you get 3,200. But if you get the Steel Path one, you get an additional 600, which is good because the Steel Path one is not that difficult either.
Your deeds shall be rewarded.
The enemies are at level 100. They are strong, but they're not strong enough to cause you any problems. So now, like I said, with regards to promotion stuff in the game, I'll show you how to actually promote this game within Warframe. Like if you've never seen a Warframe promotion, or if you've seen plenty of Warframe's promotion with regards to how to use a Warframe, ignore all that. I'll just show you how to properly promote Warframe, or how to properly sell this game within the capabilities of this one video. That's jumping.
The infestation.
That's back jumping.
Was beginning
forward jumping.
It would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there to others. Naive.
Speed.
I need you to take Vahex toxin and
jump
kill
in the air.
Boil. Maggots seek to burrow away from my caves. Maggots, lest you be crushed. Vahek, a 2-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft. Council would like you to make his life miserable. Well, more miserable.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. Vahek knows what we're up to now. I am directing you to the location of a Grenier chemical mixer. Use it to prepare the toxin. The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Dinner time, my ghouls! You're having maggots! That machine must finish its work.
Will flee in panic. And when they do, we'll hunt them for sport.
Grenier will do anything to destroy the mixer. Stop them. The mixer needs more time. Keep the Grenier at bay.
My eyeballs are singeing just looking at that stuff. Go shove it into the boil.
A Grenier drone will serve as an optimal delivery system. I've marked one on your map. Drone located. Hack in and insert the Thrax toxin. I'll steer it toward the boil. toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Maggots! You tried to protect these rats, but you will fail! And fail! Magnificence! But you just made it angry.
A hemocyte, the product of the boil attempting to fight off the toxin. Kill it to weaken the infestation further. The Boyle's immune system has manufactured a hemocyte to deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it. Smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Not enough. Not yet. Hit it again. And keep hitting it till there's nothing but a hole in the ground. I've put Nakak in charge of supply distribution until this strangeness is at an end. See what she has for you. We're all in this one together, Tino.
No! No! No!
And that's pretty much how you promote Warframe. That's how you promote this game. Using every one of their capabilities. Shoot, aim down sights, roll, backflip, aim gliding, necromech usage, power of the necromech, all its power, power of your sentinel and its abilities to scan depending on what sentinels you're having, power and capabilities of your Warframe and different powers they use, the fourth abilities, the global abilities, to crowd control and keep enemies in place, using your operative for speed and speed travel, to stun enemies and also to traverse fairly quickly, and to switch back and forth between your use the power of also your Archwing in order to make yourself invisible to cap enemies while they're unaware that you're there, while at the same time keeping the defense of the team in your Archwing power mode, and then quickly land by using your melee weapons to do a quick landing rather than to aim glide down or just to fall down by using your melee button to quickly go down onto the ground and traverse into and transfer into your Warframe from your operator, or from landing on the ground and traverse from your Warframe into your operator and then into your necromech. So that's how you promote this game, using both a Warframe's abilities, a necromech's abilities, an operator's abilities, and an Archwing's abilities, all at the same time. All four of them at the same time. 5 if you include the capabilities of your Sentinel and other things. So if you ever wanted to see a Warframe promotional video that you see your Warframe and how they're playing, how the in-game playing, well, guess what? Those ones suck. This one didn't. I'll just do it one more time just to show it.
Ah, Tino. Good,
Well, actually,
good
no,
roots.
I won't.
See you again.
I'll do it again, but this time Archon. So everything was used. If you see Warframe promotional videos, whoever do their promotional videos do not show all the capabilities of said Warframe. So everything I did before in the Plague Star, I'm going to do again here.
Azul's faithful believe they can secure a place in Sacred Tau if they massacre the unbelievers. We have no choice but to break them with force.
In blood and glory, we ascend. In ecstasy, we die. Can you say the same?
Of course, in Archon missions, you can't use certain ones. So there are certain missions you have regulations on. So you can't use all your Warframe capabilities in this mission. Or the power of your gear wheel. You can use operator to go through smoke, staying in void mode. Like if there's toxic or electricity around, you just go into void mode in your operator. Bypass that easy. So you don't get any status effect. use your operator to traverse rather than to try to use your Warframe to traverse and get to the location of doors pretty quickly. Use your operator again to bypass enemies and stay invisible so you don't have to deal with them and get to the mission objective. Of course, the mission objective in here is to kill every enemy, so you just do it. Kill every enemy.
You will murder our martyrdom.
You have done what needed to be done. Pazul's delusion must end.
So far that was two things you do in Warframe. You could use the average Warframe mobilities to traverse, or you could use your operator to do the traversing for you, rather than waste time using the Warframe. So the traverse with the operator is pretty smooth if you know how to use traverse with the operator. And this game allows you to control the operator traversal pretty fluidly, because as he's falling in the air, you could then decide where you want to go. You want to go left, you want to go right, you want to go up, you want to go down, you want to go straight. Traversal with operator is pretty good.
This facility is a communications crossroad for Narmer. Listen in. I want to know what he's telling his flock.
Do you remember, little? That first day, how our father lifted you screaming from the manifold. How we sang.
And this one is an interception. Frost is good for this. So in interception, the best way to do interception is to stay on your own interception location, rather than keep running over to other people's one. But if someone is having trouble on theirs, like C is having trouble and you see no one at A, you then go over and help C. Or A, in this case. And then you do your fourth ability to freeze enemy. And wherever you see enemies, you just freeze them. to allow them to slow down just a tad, giving your team enough opportunity. The cool thing about Frost is if you use his fourth ability, it reduces their armor. But if you ice them again, using the first ability, it reduces their armor even more. Or if you double ice them for it. So Frost's ice thing is not just for freezing enemies, it's for reducing their armor significantly. But due to the fact I put range on this, the amount of reduction will be limited.
Ram, and the horns of him were crowned with soul and with Tau. And upon his tongue the Zariman flame, and the mighty demon of the void cowered before him, and he feared it not.
The hell, I'm missing like crazy.
All messages decrypted. Pazul is not merely insane, Tenno. There is another mind at work within him.
Just admit it, Natal. You're scared to face the possibility that I'm right.
So that was Plague Star. Previous one was Plague Star. This one is Archon. And the next one will be Arbitration. I'll use a different Warframe. I use Plague Star or Frostfire, both Plague Star and Archon. But if you want a proper way how to promote a Warframe video, I was always curious about who does the Warframe video for that company. But like, they half-ass it all the time. There's so many things a Warframe could do. Necromech, Operator, freaking Sentinels. Like, there's so many things in Warframe. Why do you outsource it to like simple stuff when Warframe has so many capabilities?
You found her. Stay on the move. Those eyes can kill. This gate only opens to Narmer prayers. Tear the veils from deacons and use those.
Oh, they're pretty fast. People in this, Another reason why it's good to use operator when traversing is any type of effect, like status effect, will affect the operator, not the Warframe. And the operator can't die, but the Warframe can. So I don't mind the operator taking damage.
I do not know if Pazul is truly the leader of the Archons, or their puppet. Of all of them, only Naira has the guile to seduce Era like this. You dealt with Archon Naira expertly, Tenno. Her kind may expect no mercy, no protection.